How's it going, everybody? Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to TimbersTalk, a podcast for the Portland Timbers, but enjoyable by everyone. Now, today we are going to be taking a look at the Austin FC game that takes place this Saturday in Portland, Providence Park. So, to start off, Austin FC, they're on a very good hot streak right now. They have scored 10 goals off just two matches, and they are right now the hottest team in MLS. They're the top of the Western Conference, and this is only their second year in the league. They're already doing this kind of thing, and they have a lot of different makers that are making possible whatever is happening right now. Like Sebastian Driussi, that's definitely one name that comes to mind, and also people like Ethan Finlay and people like Cecilia Dominguez. They are all making Austin FC a really, really good side. And Julio Cascante is also another player I feel like I need to mention for Austin FC, who is really making a difference in helping them succeed like this. Meanwhile, Portland last week, they drew against LAFC for two draws in two matches, and it could have been a win, but unfortunately, LAFC scored in the 93 minute, so we had to settle for a draw at the end. We definitely could have won the game if we played defense when we needed to most near the very end of the game. And if we did do that, I think we could have walked away with the win. So hopefully this week is the week we finally do get a win. Although it's going to be very tough because again, Austin FC, they're a really hot team. They've shown that they can clearly make a difference and they can clearly show MLS what they're capable of. However, this is going to be Austin FC's first road game of the season. So last year on the road, Austin FC, they were not that good. Their last game of the season last year was also against Portland. It was on the road for them. They lost. But last year, they weren't just an expansion team. It was their first year. Not many people expected them to do well, but now they're a much better team. And so I think they're definitely going to be a challenge for the Timbers since they have a really good attacking sense. They netted 5 goals in both of their first two matches. So I definitely think that while it's going to be tougher to do them on the road, it's still going to be really hard to stop them, and it's going to be really hard to limit their attacking strategy so that they don't get as many goals. So as for Portland, I think that they do have home field advantage here. Although Portland's success, it's going to be based on how well they counterattack to catch Austin out. And Portland, it's going to be really tough for them to win this game because number one, injuries. So people like Felipe Mora, Laris Mabiala, Dario Zuparic, Eric Williamson, they're all ruled out. And Claudio Bravo, he got a red card in the last match, and so he's going to be serving a one-match suspension. So to replace him, it's going to be Justin Rasmussen, and that's expected to be the only change. So Nias Goda and Yemi Chara, they're going to be continuing to lead the line for the Timbers. And Chara, he's going to be looking to add to his 2 goals already this season, both of which were actually on bicycle kicks. So if he does another one this week, 3 bicycle kick goals in 3 weeks, that's going to be unbelievable. And another player I feel like I need to mention for Austin FC is Maximiliano Urruti because he's still looking for the first goal in this MLS season, and he's also a really big key player for Austin FC. He's a really good leader for them, and so he's definitely going to lead the line for their team, along with Sebastian Driussi and along with Ethan Finlay, Julio Cascante, all those players. And Diego Fagundes is also another player who I think could write chances for Uruchi to make some plays, score some goals for Austin FC, since he's already gotten 3 assists this season in just 2 matches. So Portland, while their starting lineup is mostly the same, like I said, Rasmussen is going to be in for Bravo, and again, they still have a lot of injuries, so it's going to be really, really tough for them to actually win. However, at the end of the day, I do think that Portland, despite Austin FC and despite their strengths, Portland, they've shown that they can hold their nerve at home. They've shown against the New England Revolution, who I think are a very well-rounded team this year, and who I think can definitely be an MLS Cup candidate to win it all. They've shown that they can hold their nerve against sides like them, even on the road, they've shown that they can hold their nerve against sides like LAFC, who are another really great side with Carlos Vela healthy again. So overall, I think that they both have strong attacking threats, and with this match, with the certain things that play out, like Portland's home field advantage, but also the injuries that they have, I think that Austin also is going to be really determined to take advantage of that, take advantage of those injuries, and they are looking to really start off their road campaign hot with a win against this Portland Timbers team because they're really aware of how important their form on the road is this season after the way they played last season. So my final prediction, I do think this is going to be a very competitive game, but at the end of the day, I'm going to say Portland Timbers 3, Austin FC 2. I think Portland, there's going to be some kind of hope in them. There's going to be some kind of determination in them that's going to lead them to a win today against Austin FC. And so I really do think that Portland, if they play out things right, their game plan goes according to plan, and they can really stop that Austin FC counterattack, and their defense plays really well when it needs to most in those final minutes of the game, I think that they're going to be able to get that win despite all those injuries that they have. And I think Yemi Chara, he's going to continue to do what he does. Not to mention, we also have Darren Esprilla, we still have Diego Chara, we still have Santiago Moreno. So we still have a lot of key players on our team who can definitely make a difference for Portland this match. And so I say that Timbers win 3-2. Timbers get their first win of the season. Austin FC gets their first loss of the season. And this actually won't be the first week. This will actually be the first week that Austin FC does not score 5 goals in a match. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. I hope the Timbers win. And yeah, that's about it. So, thank you all for listening. Have a great weekend. Let's hope the Timbers finally win. And I'm out. Hashtag RCTID, Rip City till I die.